Due to unforeseen issues, game audio for this day was lost. So put on some soft train noises and enjoy. Alright, onward to Whirlbury. Need to pick up the freed person. We need to do something for the princess. And we need to... Uh-oh. Your inadvisably big dog whines pitiably, affected by the dread that permeates your engine. I see. I see. Whirlbury Juxtamare. Come one, come all, to everybody, to the foggy mists of Whirlbury. Feast your eyes on the amazing sights. All right, anything to reduce our terror, 'cause it's kind of getting up there. Let's see if we can get a Pauper's Pass. All right, we've already done all of the clothing things, so we're just gonna do whatever. Go over here and grab the new street, the Work World Runaway. Good stuff. Write a port report. We need to find the maudlin poet for the princess. You squeeze in the back. There are rows of serious young folk before you. Poets take the stage to chart their woe at the working class's plight. Or at least, that's what you presume from their gestures. They're inaudible over the chattering of the chattering classes. The incognito princess is pressed against the back wall. She ignores the rats who assemble to paw worshipfully at her. I'd rather be closer, she states. You're a friend to all poets, and all these poets are your friends. If they knew you were in town, they'd have saved you a space. As soon as you identify yourself, a spontaneous cheer bursts out. You and the princess are rushed through the crowd. You look up at a poet staring into the middle distance, describing the misery of the hour looms. Slowly, he becomes aware of the incognito princess, stutters and changes tack, hailing her highness in celestial verse. Soon another poet steps on the stage, adding her own thoughts on how extraordinarily well the princess compares to the first day of spring. Then a third, then a fourth. Princess takes a break from the attention of the poets and turns to you. I'll meet you back on the locomotive, she says. I see. Something blue. Wait for just one more. You push back into the public house to see every poet in the room hailing the incognito princess, trying to find couplets to exactly chart the bounds of her perfection. Not so blue now, my sad rhymers, she says, waving encouragingly at the poets. You can find the words, if not English, perhaps words more celestial. After a brief moment, they find a language whose shapes sound ill-fitted for the human palate. They rush on joyously. One poet's tongue ignites, then another, then a third. Soon every poet has a mouthful of flame, and still they don't stop. In the middle of the conflagration stands the princess, beaming. It seems to be contagious. Best run. Oh, great. We've lost a stat. Love that for me. Oh, we gained a Searing Enigma, so that's great. We need to reduce our terror. So let's succumb to the rubbery lumps, my friends. When in doubt, rubbery lump it out. Ooh. You can attend an exclusive exhibition of portraits. The popular portraitist has found success with an impressionist portraits of his latest muse, who is, he claims, a devil. A small crowd of refined tastes mingle and drink adequate wine and concoct elaborate theories on the messages hidden in the paintings. All right, let's examine the portrait. His work is striking. In each piece, he takes his muse's perfect features, her delicate lips, her impeccable nose, her amber eyes, the parabolic arches of her eyebrows, and arranges them in impossible configurations upon her face. In A Study in Solemnity, one of her eyes gazes at you from the center of her forehead. In To Muse at Midnight, her mouth splays diagonally across a cheek. You hear the devils are not pleased with his work. The brazen magistrate in London has called his work a spiteful and irresponsible act of artistic calumny. Carillion's presiding deviless calls him a grisly panderer of avaricious character. The portraitist pales. Hell is angry with me, he says. Imagine their opinion of my muse. No, do not ask me about her. I will say nothing. Technically, the devils who followed London into the heavens are unaffiliated with hell, which they left behind. They're pariahs now. Still, old terminologies die hard, especially among those inclined to poetry. Let's follow him to his muse. He leaves late, one hand securing his hat against a stiff sea breeze. You follow him beneath the lampposts and into a tangle of back streets and yards, where he vanishes after rounding a corner. It's as if he disappeared into the shadows beyond the gaslight. Where did he go? Ooh, I think he went to the other side. All right. Time to get some more rubbery lumps. Rubbery lumps. Rubbery lumps. Hot. Rubbery. Faintly sweet. They got a dash of mirin, a bit of brown sugar, and an aftertaste. Like roasted berries, a memory of better days. Oh, you're just like 2 ways like, what? Welcome on by, mellow jello. Model sprinkle. Thank you. All credit to the amazing artist, because I am simply the puppeteer. Shadow Phoenix or Sapphire, depending on where you stumble upon them, is the artist and rigger. I hope you're having a good evening. Okay, we need to leave, and then we'll use some literature or some permits to come back in. We need to reduce our terror, because our terror is way too damn high right now. So rubbery lumps. Just kind of charming tea room. Charming tea room. Oh yeah, this is really taking the edge off of our terror. Walk down the beach. Return to the arcade. Take a donkey ride, I guess. All right, so, and then our clothes dissolve. I think if we do this one more time, our terror should be in a good spot. I don't want to get more nightmares, because we've already gotten a couple removed from Magdalines, and the cost to remove them constantly goes up. So, charming tea room. Rubbery lumps. Wait, all these. I don't want to ponder the things that don't look right. It's gonna give me terror. The opposite of what I want to do. All right. Our terror is much better right now. Cage catches. Oh, we need these. We need these so bad. You have no idea, chat. You have no idea. May have bought a little too much supplies. We can make the Perduance and then to Brabazon. Yeah. That should work just fine. We should be fine. We're good. We're fine. This is fine. Yeah, we're good. So when you go to Perduance, go to the stairway to mend the rift between the governess and her girlfriend. What else? We have something else we need to do at Perduance. I'll check my quests when we get there. I think this is Skyhenge, so I do want to stop by there, but our inventory is really full. So we'll go to Perduance first, and hopefully we'll have a little bit of room made from all of our supplies being eaten. And I don't have to waste too much. Because I think my 1 sack of hours will turn into 2 casks of Navarine gemstones. If the event is similar every time it fires. We'll throw out a supply. Oh, we got an unidentifiable squirming. I don't want to go back to it. We could have gotten it caged for a free caged catch, but I don't want to go. I don't want to double back. We're already kind of having to eyeball our fuel. What the fuck is that? That looks... Let's not tangle with that ship. That ship looked like it meant business. Probably wreck my shit. 7 ways to Sunday. Perduance, perchance. Alright, so we also need to talk to the princess to find the next stage of her quest. Okay. So, officers, incognito princess. What happened to the poetry reading? No, it's not true, Captain, says the incognito princess, lounging on a mound of dead starlings, roughly shaped like a chase lounge. She gestures at the floor. Crouching beside the analytical suitor is a gaunt man with wild eyes. My poetical suitor survived, she says. You really should not listen to gossip. There's no time for gossip. My journey now takes a more serious bent. She then explains her next destination. Firstly, she has to find a crossroads in Eleutheria. She's of the opinion they're often south of the transit relay where one arrives. You'll require an unlicensed chart there. Secondly, a trip to see the devils in Carillion on a matter of rings. She might need a handful of bee souls for that. Interesting. Bee souls. That's a curious phrasing. Where do we need to go for our aunt? Right, Eleutheria. All right, so we're starting to have a lot of quests wanting us to go to Eleutheria. So probably once we wrap up things in Albion is where we head. Because we have managed to make enough money that we can get the upgraded ship that I was really wanting to get previously. It will be a pretty good W if we can snag that. What was it that I needed to do here? I need to go to the hidden side of the port for the sequencer's charity. Oops. All right, so I forgot to do that. Fuck. Hate when that happens. Okay. I guess we just go in. A party below stairs. Ooh, let's take tea with the butlers and maids. You sip your tea and bite down on stolen biscuits, occasionally being propositioned for a dance or to tell a story of your adventures in the high wilderness. Soon enough, however, the bell rings. Upstairs, Perduince's perfect day begins again. Down here, everyone sighs, readies themselves for hard work. Ourselves a port report. We are going to join the Half-Light Mask. Let's go below stairs. And we talk to the Pelagius forewoman and reconcile her with a luckless sister. You enlarge upon the luckless sister's willingness to renew her relationship with the forewoman and to elope together if the need arises. She'd come with me, even appreciating my condition. Demon blast. Girl's got 3 times the courage she does since. That's a fact. But I couldn't. You talk her around from her wavering. After all, it's true love conquers all, not true love conquers everything but some mushrooms. All right. So now we head up. I think we speak to the clairvoyant doctress. Everything is ready for the escape. Yes, yes. Give me a sign in the evening, and we'll meet in the passage between evening and the parlor. All right, so we need to wait for the evening. Let's charm some servants. 'Cause we are a revolutionary of the people. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Ah, hopefully the mute button worked. Been a while since I've had to press it. All right, we are at evening. And let's make our escape. The evening takes an interminable time to end. You endure waltz after dragging waltz. Debutantes wheel endlessly across the dance floor. Then it is over. The music and the dancing cease. The chaperones and debutantes form their procession, ready to pass on to the parlor at dawn, or perhaps that from the parlor at dawn, or perhaps dusk, and begin the day again. You catch the eye of the presumptuous heiress, who gives you a nervous nod. The door opens, the dark passage beckons. Procession files in. No sooner have you passed through the door than you hear a clatter behind you. The doctress has made a show of dropping her bag in the dark and searching for it. The chaperones are distracted. Taking the presumptive heiress at hand, you pull her to the hidden door. You fumble at the catch. There's a trick to it, it seems. Hurry! Your charge hisses. The catch turns, and the door opens. You step through. You wait with the presumptive heiress in the passage behind the door of night. Her breathing is shallow and tense. You hear the procession move on. Then there is a tap at the hidden door. The doctress, who sees uncannily well in the dark, is there. You admit her. Right, she says, professionally, scrutinizing your companion's features. Time to do my bit. What exactly is your bit? The presumptuous heiress asks. Ooh. The doctress removes an unguent from her bag and begins rubbing it to the heiress's temples, along her hairline, behind the ears, and under the jaw. If you disappear, they will look for you, the doctress explains, indicating that the other woman is to lie on the floor. Therefore, I will be your replacement. Ideally, I'd give that stuff another minute to work, but I need to rejoin the procession before I'm your missed. Be still. Be quiet. Sitting astride the heiress, she pushes a sharp fingernail into the skin of the girl's temple and slides it like a scalpel around her face with a sound like tearing paper. I can't feel it. Why can't I feel it? The heiress grasps. The doctress shushes her. When the incision is complete, the doctress reaches up and, with a tug, slides off her own face. Behind it is a solid knot of muscle, palpitating and inhuman, like a magician whipping a tablecloth from beneath a set of crockery. She swaps her face and the heiress's. A few pinches and tucks, the application of ointment from another jar, and the process is complete. Done, says the doctress, as the presumptive heiress feels the unfamiliar shapes of her new face. You turn your back as they quickly trade clothes. You are certain she is not, and has never been, human. In old London, your kind called mine snuffers. We were not friends. Few of us made the journey to heaven. Or perhaps many of us did. Who knows how many of us hide behind your faces you thought were familiar? She grins, and is surprised by the shape and feel of her new smile. Then it is time to part. She returns to the procession, and you lead the heiress on. The governess's hidden tunnels wind beneath the grand chambers and beneath the hour looms. You pass cells and shelves of records. Sometimes you hear voices and hide until they pass. Eventually, you find your way to an exterior gantry from where you can see your engine in the sidings of the parlor. Using a stolen lamp, you flash a signal until your crew comes to collect you. Hey, Aerolugia, just throwing some Dreki dogs everywhere. I see you ordered one Dreki dog loaded with all the condiments. You know, it's a popular item. All the people are ordering them. Go EP, just want to throw stuff. That's no problem. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening and a rejuvenating head hurty. Aw. I hope things are better when you wake up. Don't you shoot me. I haven't shot you yet. Enduring Dreadnought HML Leave It to You. That's a heck of a name. Oh, cool. An Elder Scrib Spinster. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Oh, fuck that attack. Oh, fuck that attack. Oh, it's heat seeking. All right, this dude means business. Enter the weft. Let's seal it up, my boys. Let's wait for a different stat. 84%. No! Partial! We lost our Raveling Jack. Unfortunate. Ow. That's some hella terror. Rude is what it is. Seems to be stuck on the weft of time, though, so that's cool. Aha! It's now DED dead. Ooh. Interesting. We can get a Searing Enigma, but we're gonna send the men out for axes and get some 3 bronzewood. Damn. All right, so we go to the henge. Gift the barrel of hours to the beings that live between seconds. Oh, they don't always give gemstones. I see. Oh, oh no. We lost 7 crew. That's really not good. We actually have to go straight back to London. Oh, shice. Oh, we are below minimum manning, which means we are gonna have a bunch of negative events. I just got to hopefully get to London before too many occur. I feel like our engine's moving faster, but I think that's just an illusion. I know our supplies go down slower the fewer crew we have. Which makes sense. I do like that. That's a nice touch. That is foreground. Keep them busy. Don't you get spooked now, my man. All right, all right, all right. Hey, a free ministry kill. Love that for me. Give me your secrets, ministry. How many Savage Seekers do we have? 8. We'll get a Cryptic Benefactor. Why not? We got a lot of them, but they are expensive resources. Okay, we need to get a new Raveling Jack while we are here. The Ministry of Public Decency. I kind of want to fight this. I kind of want to fight the golden ship. I want to see what happens. We take it? I think we can take it. Ooh, it has backup. Never mind. We're not going to take it. Unless... maybe? Oh, it has like a shotgun. Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's a fucked up weapon. I'm trying to range it. Its pathing seems to be a little jank. Oh yeah, we gotta destroy the blue ship too, maybe. Ooh, it's smoking. Ooh, some friendly fire going on. There we go. Now that's a nice broadside. Secure the cargo. What happens with 0 crew? Shit. Raid the lockbox. We're almost out of fuel because I was fucking around. Shit. Let's... this anger the waste wave? We'll burn some bronze wood. Because I don't want to accidentally anger the waif. I hate that we lost some hull, and I don't know where the golden ship went. So that's frustrating. Because I feel like we had... I feel like we had it. I think we had that fight. But we kind of got scared off by the other ship. All right. We need to hire crew. Oh, thank dog. We got maximum. We need that crew. We can only hire every once in a while. Let's drop this off. Drop all of these off. Crates of munitions at Brabazon? Hell yeah. Literature at the Clockwork Sun? Hell yeah. I had so many fucking extra supplies. Okay, what was it? 5 munitions? And 5 literature. All right, we don't have the literature on us, but we can buy it. Because we need to go to the floating parliament. Nope. Huh. Huh. Ah, from Whirlbury and Perduance. I did not repair my ship. We're gonna do that. Fully repair. Thank you very much. We're also going to oh right, the listless aristocrat. We can do that while we're here. Take some time to track down someone resembling the aristocrat. The city slums are empty of any fallen nobility. The grand houses close their doors to you, as if London would prefer all detainees from Avid Horizon to remain there. You've all but given up when you receive a note to meet in the Crown Jewel. A distinguished gentleman sits by the fire. His porcelain features a flawless mirror of his brother's. He intimates a litany of unsavory habits and hobbies possessed by his younger sibling. Calumny in the nursery, scandal in boarding school, horror in young stags club. He would very much prefer if his brother were to stay where he was. Interesting. All right, we're gonna, oops. Equip the conductor. +1 gloomy guidance. You can also drop off the signalman. We're going to have him work on getting us ministry gratitude because we are revolutionaries. The ministry does not really care for much for us. +1 aunt's advice. Huh? I want the bat. I want bat trick. Right, next time I'm not gonna pick a fight when I'm like almost out of fuel because that was, I don't know what I was thinking. I should have dropped in, got the fuel, and then come out to muck around. That was simply foolish of me. All right, let's visit the gloomy middleman. The Wit and Vinegar Company's owner is, you hear, a self-made man of murky provenance. He awaits you in a comfortable office. His suit is well made, but he seems uncomfortable in it, pulling persistently at its collar. Rings blaze on his fingers. A letter opener could be used to cut through a jungle. What's this? Do not have the past mentor, have not been introduced. He shakes her hand. Comrade. It is immediately apparent what my factotum did not exaggerate your virtues. Why, I've never known him to be so effusive. Giddy he was. Like as a bonny child upon Christmas morn. Let's make his acquaintance. Allow me to furnish you with your libation of choice. He keeps a comprehensive drink cabinet. After you have both drunk, he speaks again. Now that we are friends, I have a question. Have you considered a career? He pauses dramatically. In smuggling. The fortune, the excitement, the romance. One step behind glory, one ahead of the law. An arrow to the undertrodden. Hero, an arrow to the undertrodden and a plague upon the revenue men. Perhaps you are a man of pragmatism, and such whimsies hold no allure. In which case, my dearest, I ask only this. How do you feel about money? Well, I like money. I can exchange it for goods and services. All that is required, if I may be so immodest, is a word from me in the right ears. I've already taken the liberty of conveying that word, and opportunities to procure and supply contraband will now be made available to you. In fact, there is a juicy little opportunity waiting already. I carry a consignment of materials from London to Pan. I encourage you to snap it up. I'm sure you have further questions. Being as perspicacious as you is, I will strive to answer them. Let's learn a little bit more about smuggling. Smuggling opportunities. Trusted as you now are, you will be able to find prospects at London. In Eleuteria, you'll need to visit the gentleman at Pan. And in the Reach, you want Titania. Midnight Rose, with whom I have already established an acquaintance. See to matters there. You can buy and sell contraband at each of those places. I should warn you though, this is not a straightforward business. It's not unusual for our runs to be plagued by complications. Fiercest and foremost among them, of course, being the revenue man. Alright. Reach exports red honey, what unlocks chambers of the art. Here in Albion, thanks to the ministry, our chief contraband is literature. Anything uncensored or revolutionary or contains a bit of as you like it. He leers. In Pan, they make things shiny. Starshine. Light as was cast by stars that could be seen from old Earth. Nostalgia is a reliable vice in my experience. The more contraband you carry, the harder it'll be to conceal. A good smuggler installs hidden compartments onto the locomotive to hide as much as they can. That means buying the right equipment. Okay. Cool. All right, so we can get some literature, and then we can advance our machinist. But that's a note for whenever we come back to London. First, Clockwork Sun. We don't have ministry approved literature. Brabazon. So we'll go to Brabazon first.